Hello everybody and welcome back to Farmers Dynasty. This is Livestream part 7. Whatever I have said in the past about what we were going to do today, we might change things up. Actually what I want to do is I want to actually sleep, I want to rest, and I want to start combining. I want to start combining because, I don't know, 'tis the season, I guess. That's the way I want to do it. I want to make sure all my greenhouse stuff is planted and ready to go, because I believe it is. Yeah, everything's ready to go. Everything should be good. So we're going to take 3 long rests, and it is currently July. So these soybeans that we planted should be pretty well grown by the next little bit of rest that we do. We're going to rest for a week. We're going to do this 3 times, and we're going to see where, because usually that's the growth process for most things, especially when it comes to greenhouse stuff. But just in case I am wrong when it comes to the crops actually in the field, I'm going to go check after the second long rest and see exactly what's growing, if anything's growing. I can't tell because it's behind the barn right over there. A little bit of a dance right there. It should be growing. If it's not growing enough, it's at least, yeah. Okay, I was going to say it should be at least green. We'll do another long rest for sure and see where we're at. Everything in here still needs to be picked after the third long rest. While we're traveling to the bedroom to go sleep, take a rest for a long rest, we actually will be going and doing a for this live stream. It'll be around half an hour or so, probably, but I'm going to try to cap it off at around 30 minutes, because I've got a few things I want to do. And I think this live stream series is going to go longer since more things are developing. I think it's going to be going longer, probably up to like part 15, but I will definitely see these are still going. So we just need to keep track of how many long rests it takes. These are tomato seedlings. So far it's taken like 4 rests now. What I want to do is I want to pick everything out of the greenhouse and then just turned off. I want to pick everything out of the greenhouse, and I also want to harvest. If I'm not going to harvest that field, I'm going to at least harvest at least a quarter to half of it today, and just do it that way. We're in August now, so we're now a month later, pretty much. Because it was like at first it was the first week of July. Now it's the second week of August, or probably close to the end of August, end of the second week. So, still doing a lot of growing. I'm really not too sure about the growing process. Oh well, look right here. Those are obviously beans. So I'm thinking the next long rest we take, everything's going to look just like this. I can about bet money on it, because this right here, one of those situations I think where the corner's growing first and then everything else is going to start growing. Oh, I have tomato seedlings with me. I was thinking these were tomatoes. I'm like, what the hell? Go ahead and pick these, and then we'll plant them all back. Well, actually, no. I think what we'll do is we'll actually see the fruits of our labor, literally. We'll go ahead and take all these peppers and chilies and tomatoes, and we'll go and prepare them. We'll cook them all, can them, and then we'll come back and we actually won't do anything in the greenhouse at all. We'll just go ahead and do, there we go. We'll just do the process of cooking and canning everything, and then we'll go and see exactly how much they're worth. If they're worth $9 or more, I think I'll sell, but otherwise I think the last thing that was even remotely expensive, or I should say one I should get a higher price from, I think was probably chilies. I knew it wasn't tomatoes. Tomatoes were cheaper than everything. Tomatoes were like 6 something, and then the peppers were, I wanted to say, were like 7 something, I think. Because I only grow 2 different kinds of peppers and then also tomatoes. So I want to build up my inventory like crazy and then sell it all. And if I can sell it all, and if I feel comfortable enough with selling it all on this stream, I will. If it's the right price, though. I could easily go up to that and say, nope, I ain't paying that. Or I'm not going to sell for that. I don't accept that price. But it is currently 8:48 a.m. in real time. Real life. It is now 6:37 in the morning over here. We'll go ahead and we will teleport over here. Our inventory right now is $27.67 for the tomatoes, $18.45 for the red bell peppers, and $27.66. Wow, we're one off. $27.66 for the chili peppers. We have just got $13.32 tomatoes, $884 chilies, and $5.91 for the peppers. We're gonna go and check the eggs real quick before we go any further. That way we can prepare eggs. We got chickens in the last few streams, so got to make sure we go and check these guys at least once a day. At least once a day. The rooster's sitting right there. Oh. Oh boy. A lot of eggs. But we only have, I believe we only have 10 hens, and I think this entire place holds 60. I could be wrong. It could be 30 or 60, I think. I think each section is 15, so I think there's 16 altogether, or 60 altogether, 16. 60 altogether. 15, and then, yep, 60. So you got 2 sections for 30. Each side's 30, and then, so we got all these eggs. I'm not really sure how much eggs go for when you can them, actually, or prepare them, whatever you want to call it. Oops, there you go. Nope, I'm not going to do that in my bedroom. I'm going to go to the kitchen and do this. That's where I'm going to do it. Okay, so we'll prepare all this, and then we'll go and we'll do kind of like a test run. We won't sell anything. We'll just do a test run and see how much money we'll get out of whatever's the most expensive thing. I should say what has the most value. But we will be cooking everything. We will be preparing everything because the price of that goes up. You don't get as much money out of the things you prepare, or you don't get as much money out of the things if you don't prepare them. So you're getting paid for the extra work you're doing, which really all it is just selecting something in the menu and then using the stick to slide it over. I can't remember in PC if this, because I have this for PC as well. But I can't remember if on PC if you can just drag the bar over. I really don't remember if that's how it operates, if you can do that. I'm not too sure. What's nice is that you could have 20,000 of something you're preparing, and it would still take as much time when it comes to that little loading bar that happens. So we've got 4,099 tomatoes, 24, it blends in with the can, 2436 red bell peppers, 3650 of the chilies, and 57 eggs. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's run over to the shop. There's this one girl that was over here. I haven't seen her since. She was like stuck in the boat. I really hope I see her again because I really liked her. I would like to propose to her, or I don't know how that works. I really don't. Never romanced a girl in this game before.
Good to see you. Can I help you?
Yes.
Care to trade?
Care to trade?
Sure. What do you need?
Care to trade? Good man. Ooh boy. Shit. Okay, well we'll do. I guess we'll see what this is. Yeah, everything's gone up. Everything's gone up in price. So if we just hold off a little longer, I'm actually going to buy one of those. Buy roses. I already have a silver ring, so we don't need anything. I'll be buying these sausage links. That way I can... Headlamp. A shovel. A rake. Watering can. A racing drone. Oh, gourmet recipe for eggs. Okay. Alright. Oops. I wanted to go and see how much money we'd get out of him.
Care to trade? Sure. What do you need?
Care to trade? Okay, so this is the most. We have 36.50, and it's the same as the red bell peppers. At least I should say, like the value is. So we're gonna go all the way up on this bar, and we're only not even a quarter of the way there. We're at 5,000 already. That was awesome. So maybe we'll get 30. I don't know. We're not even at the halfway mark yet. I'd say I'm going to round out around probably 35,000 that we're going to be getting. And we've got about 300 and some odd, well, 400 some odd less than we do of the tomatoes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a lot of money. This is truly the quick money. I said 35, so I don't know if it'll be close to 35 or just 32 or what it'll be. So 31,504. That's... Alright, guy, I'm going to be cleaning you out soon. But what we should be able to do is we should be able to take all these... Because we actually bought a cat not too long ago, and the cat is supposed to keep mice/rats away from our inventory. Pantry's down here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Wild mushroom. Oh, I'm not gonna spend time to actually put everything over. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so since we don't have anything else in the greenhouses, we should be fine. There's our wagon that we're going to be using for the grain as we unload. But we're going to do one more long rest, and like I said, I think everything's going to look just like these, because these are like the next stage of beans, I would assume. I'm feeling hungry. There we go. Not anymore. Alright, so, like I said, let's go back to the house. We'll take another long rest, and there's scaffolding on my roof. Still. I have not noticed that at all. It's kind of amazing. Oops. Let's go up here. There we go. There we go. Okay. That was weird. I swear that it didn't have anything else anywhere. Alright. So let's go up, go to the house, go to the bed, take a long rest, and see exactly where those beans, the soybeans, are. Because now I'm interested. Your rooster did a good job. Population of hen increases. Really? I wish I remembered how to check the inventory of that. Well, wait a minute. It's yeah, farm statistics. There we go. Animals. I had 10 hens. I have 13 hens now. Nice. So, him getting busy. See, just exactly what I said. It's exactly what happened. Nice. And I still got a little over 15 minutes left. Oh. I think these are ready. I think one more long rest will get these beans to be to the point of harvest. I don't know why those one beans are so far along compared to the other ones. What? It's August though. That's weird. I figured it'd be like September by now. It should be right on August 29th or 28th. Hey, today's the 28th, but it's not a Tuesday, it's a Thursday, and we're in October, not August. So, hopefully, with that angelic music that we just heard. Damn, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. I think the next time around that we do harvest, or I should say do plant before we harvest, I think we'll do a field of wheat so we can bale, so we can have cows, so we can have cattle, and then we'll have another farm. We'll have a farm of what do you call it? Soybeans. Why on earth? I am 28. I've been farming since I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. Well, I should say I felt like I was helping. Because at that young, you know, until you're like maybe 13 or 14, you really can't do much. Yeah, when I was driving the tractor when I was 2 years old, I was out there in the field working 80 acres and da 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 da. That's our biggest farms. We have around 8. I'm trying to get the exact number in my head. We have around 800 plus in acreage. Altogether, we're small compared to other people around us. Man, are we actually going to have to wait till October? We're probably going to have to do another. Because I'm sure it's like a seasonal thing. It's got to be a seasonal thing. That's the only reason why I say that. Because usually in August, September, they're usually green, you know, and then, well, they're usually like light green, and they get dark, and then the dark turns to brown, and then they brown up, and then they die off, and the grain hardens up, and so it's September right now. I don't think, if everything's going by seasons, these won't be ready. What the fuck do I know? Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start up the combine here, the harvester. I call it a combine. It is a harvester. Yeah, because everything most definitely is ready to harvest. So, we're going to harvest stuff today. Gotta get closer there. Oh! And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start on the side that we're closest to. I have no idea why it's acting like the tree has a massive hitbox. Let's see here. Before we go any further, I want to get that small tractor, get that wagon over here, and then that way we can unload as we need. Because I've got about 10 minutes left, and if I can get as much as I can done in 10 minutes, that'd be awesome. I want to try to clean up this. Are we gonna make it? Yes. I love how it digs right into the ground. That's awesome. Okay, so wash vehicle, and then I think we're gonna go with, like, let's just do a red. I think that'd be really nice. Oh, that looks beautiful. That actually looks the way I wanted it to. That's nice. I like how it renewed everything but the axles. Yeah, well, we don't want to do too much work. Alright, so we will go ahead and we'll put this right here on the side of the field. Just wherever, really. Get the sucker ready to harvest. I've never harvested in this game before. We're doing a lot of firsts. We're doing a lot of firsts in my mind. And then header on, and we should be ready to go. I really have no idea if there's like a fill level. I don't know if you can see it. You're just supposed to assume. Yeah, I was gonna say, damn. Let's back up and get these. I was like, is this gonna let me just blow through all this? Well, we gotta test something here when it comes to the cruise control. Oh, so cruise control does regulate the speed at which you're harvesting. That is nice to know. I also wish it would show me yeah, look at that. First person. There's so much satisfaction that comes out of farming and harvesting. Harvest is my absolute favorite time of the year. I just think it's the idea behind the wait is over. We're finally able to harvest and, you know, see the fruits of our labor. Which most generally that stuff doesn't get sold until the next year, so. I really have no idea how far we have to go, how far we can go until we are told, hey, you have too much grain, you can't fit anymore. I wish there was a fill level on it, like, because your fill level is shown in real life, so, you know, I can't even see physically what's going on. I think we'll go ahead and we'll do a test run real quick and see how much we have in here. Because I don't know, are we going to make another round? And, you know, we only made half a round, but would we make that other half a round of the whole round? Oh, does it actually come out, like, regardless? It might. Is that it? I feel like I was too far away. Nope, that's it. Alright, so that's all we got. Let's go ahead and make a few rounds here on the ends. We are currently actually doing soybeans, but we haven't been doing any harvesting at all because of the fact that it has rained so much lately. It has rained in a ridiculous amount lately. So yeah. If you don't know, beans are quite a bit of a absorbent grain or absorbent plant. Soybeans are, and they swell up with any kind of rain. Wheat is the same way. You have to wait until it's nice and dry and windy, and the more airflow you have, the better chances you are of taking off your beans for a longer period of time. Otherwise, they get tough, and then they can actually, oh boy, they can get tough, and they can actually plug the throat of the combine. Everything processes, it comes through. So, it always just depends. It happens to everybody. So, things happen, and that's just the way it is. I don't think we're going to get everything taken off today, but I most definitely will be stopping and coming back. Not today. If it's going to be today, it's going to be late tonight. Well, I won't say late tonight, but for me, it'll be somewhat early. But for I know a lot of you that are in the UK / you know, just Europe in general, you guys have a different time zone than me, and a lot of you are 5 hours ahead of me. So if you guys are farmers across the lake, that's pretty much why I say late tonight. I feel like my brain is set up for your guys' time zone a lot of times, because I know there's a lot of you that are, you know, not in the United States. So, and I respect that. I really love the fact that you guys aren't Americans, because just because of the fact that it's like, wow, I have people who subscribe to my channel who aren't Americans. Funny story, actually. My cousin is actually really good friends with these three guys who are Australian, and he was saying stuff about, oh man, why when I come over there, I need to work on my Australian accent. And they're like, why? He said, well, because of the women. They're not going to like me unless the fact that I talk Australian. They're not going to think I'm attractive or not. You know. And it was funny when he said that. He's like, oh yeah, he said, my friends told me that, because he plays a lot of car games with these guys all the time, plays Forza with them all the time and stuff, and he had come out and said, well, he said, my friends told me that speaking with an American accent. He said, don't speak with an Australian accent. He said, because then they'll just lose all interest in you. They love Americans. There's a lot of women who love Americans. They, just as much as the American person who speaks like I do, or even has just a straight, regular speaking voice that there's, to us, that sounds like there's no accent. There's an accent still. And they love the American accent. They just love the sound of it, the way we put words together. So it's interesting to know that. You know, just the fact that it's like, you don't see yourself as having an accent, but they do. It's just as much as you think they have an accent. So it's really interesting to know all that. Now, I don't know how realistic this game is, actually. But the reason I say that is because of the idea of, oops. Wow, you really don't get a lot out of this, do you? It's because of the idea of, I don't know if it rains at some point, if things will be affected when it comes to the being able to harvest them, and also if the grain will be affected. So let's go ahead and let's store this away before we end the live stream, because we're gonna be ending it right after this. I really don't know how any of this works. Raise the trailer. All right. Oh, it's that little bush. You gotta be shitting me. I really cannot wait for Farm Sim 22. I am super stoked. I'm psyched. I just cannot wait. All right, so yeah, we harvested. We didn't harvest the whole field, but we harvested a lot of it. So I'm pretty excited to have done that and got a lot of it done. I never thought that we would have gotten this far already. I did not want to do that. Use that as a thumbnail. And I just can't imagine that we've already, you know, harvested and did all that stuff on part 7. I just feel like it would have taken a lot longer. But we still have all this to go yet. We'll finish this up. And then when we come back, after finishing this up, we will focus solely on trying to get... Let me go to the map here. Trying to get the... there was a fertilizer, the old fertilizer, and also hay wagon, as well as a manure spreader. We're going to need that stuff for cattle, because I think the next stream that we're going to do after part 8, I think we'll be getting cattle. And I think this live stream series is going to probably go up to 15, because I want to have done everything. I want to have experienced everything, because I'm not going to go into it to where I'm going to be buying all the fields and all that stuff. I'm just not going to do that. If anything, if I buy anything else, I'll probably buy this field here. But otherwise, I'm just not going to focus on anything else other than just, trying to do things for the first time and experience everything that I can. So, thank you guys again for watching. As always, I'm a non-profit YouTuber / streamer. I do this purely for fun. And Farmers Dynasty is a fun game. It's a fun little indie game. I really appreciate it. As much as for what it is, I really appreciate it a lot. So, thank you guys again, and I will see you all in the next live stream.